How do you market your real estate business on social media? Now, I've actually had some tremendous results helping my real estate clients really grow their business. I mean, one client came to me that I'm going to show you. She had generated $1 million in her business in the previous year. And with the strategy that I'm going to show you, we implemented that and she grew her business from 1 million to 6 million in a year. If you really want to know how to market your real estate business, you've got to see this strategy. Now, when we're talking about social media, most of the ways that we use social media, I would not consider marketing because you have friends on Facebook and you have connections on LinkedIn, right? So you've got this amount of following and then you post something, whether it's a video or an image or an article or, you post something, but that is seen by a percentage of your following. So it's a way that you're nurturing your audience. It's a way that you're staying top of mind with people who already know who you are. This is the same thing with your email list. Now, an email list is super important, but if you send out an email to your list, that's not really marketing. That's nurturing or inviting your audience, your existing audience, to buy something, to accept an offer. Well, what then is marketing? Well, marketing is putting yourself in front of people who've never heard of you before. These are your target audience, your ideal customers or clients, but these people don't know who you are. They've never heard of you before, but now they find you and you build a relationship with them, or you have videos that build a relationship with them on autopilot. And these people want to get to know you now. They want to learn what your programs are. They want to go to your website. They want to see your promo videos. This strategy really works, and I'm going to show you because I've done it for many businesses. Specifically, I've done it for many businesses in the real estate space. All right, so let's come over here to YouTube. And you'll notice in a previous video that I filmed today, I was showing Jason Schroeder. I typed in this question, and you see Jason ranking at the top. He's position 1, he's position 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So anyway, let's transition to real estate. Now I'm going to paste in this question, how to buy your first rental property with no money. I hit enter, and look at that. We've got Noelle Randall. She's right there, position number 2. She's also position number 4. Let's type in another one. Let's type in how to build business credit line in 3 days. Okay, you got Noelle Randall right there at the top. Okay, so here's my experiment. I'm going to type in another one, how to invest in real estate with no money. All right, you see Chris Crone at the top. I created that channel. There's Noelle Randall. I produce her channel. All right, let's try another one. How to buy tax lien properties in Florida. Oh, look, there's Ted Thomas. Oh, look, there's Ted Thomas again. Oh, look, there's Sean Higgins. Oh, look, there's Sean Higgins again. So I produce both of their channels. Okay, let's type in another one. What are pros and cons of tax lien investing? Oh, look, there's Ted Thomas. It's a funny thumbnail. Oh, look, there's Sean Higgins. All right, let's type in another one. Learn how to buy a house by just paying the taxes. Oh, look, there's Ted Thomas at the top. All right, let's try another one. When is it too late to stop a foreclosure? Oh, look, there's Nicole Espinosa right there at the top. She's the short sale queen. Or what if we type in how to get into short sales? Oh, look, she's the top one, she's the second one, she's the third one, she's the fourth one. That's pretty amazing. That's definitely results that we want. Let me do one more example. How do I find short sales in my area? Okay, so there's Nicole Espinosa dominating the top 3. Okay, so if you want to get these same results, I want you to follow 5 ingredients. Ingredient number 1 is leaf titles. I call this my leaf strategy. And for you to understand what I'm talking about when I say leaf, you need to understand my tree analogy. So you've got a tree that's got a broad trunk that goes out to branches that goes out to the leaves. The leaves are the most important. Okay, the trunk of the tree represents your core area of expertise. And I was too lazy, I didn't put the word real estate in here, so let's just pretend you're an expert at productivity for a second. So if you were a productivity expert, that would be the trunk of your tree. And a leaf would be what can increase productivity in a dental office. Or another leaf would be how to improve productivity on a construction site. So you want to find the specific questions that your target audience is asking, just like I showed you with Noelle or Nicole or Ted Thomas or Sean Higgins. So that's what I mean by leaf titles. You've got to do the research to find the specific questions that your target audience is asking. You can't just make these questions up, but you've got to find the questions that have consistent search volume every single month. Okay, so that's ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2 is you got to have the right length. You want your episodes to be an average length of about 10 to 12 minutes. You don't want to focus on shorts, okay? You've got to have enough time that you can really give value in the episode and really answer their question in depth. And you want to be able to build a relationship with them. So I mean, just like you and I are making eye contact right now, you want to be able to have a conversation with somebody, and so you're giving them value, and it builds a level of trust. Ingredient number 3 is 50% average retention. So if you have a 10-minute episode, some people are going to click play, but it's not going to be for them and they're going to leave. But other people, typically those who find you through search, they're going to watch your video all the way to the end. And so if you have a good average of 50% or higher, YouTube will be more likely to show your video to more and more of your target audience. Ingredient number 4 is custom thumbnails. Okay, now thumbnails have become pretty competitive, so we actually design a whole variety of thumbnails for each episode. So for this episode here, these are 6 thumbnails that I designed for one episode, and I can look at them and say, which one do I like the best? Which one stands out? Which one captures my attention and makes me want to click on it? Here's one for Jay Townsend. He's a political coach. He can help you run your campaign. He can help you win an election. And this is just for one episode. We designed 6 different thumbnails so that we could really determine what's the best one. Here's an example of 6 thumbnails for an episode for Chad Littlefield. Here's an example for Paul Jenkins. Here's 9 thumbnails we designed for an episode for Nicolene Peck, a parenting expert. Here's 6 thumbnails for a video for Chris Miles that we did. And again, these are all 6 thumbnails for just one episode. There's 6 that we designed for Noelle Randall. There's 9 that we actually designed for Nicole Espinosa for just one episode. Okay, so custom thumbnails are ingredient number 4, and ingredient number 5 is you've got to launch 5 episodes every single week. Yeah, and you want to do this for about a year. So that might sound crazy, it might sound unrealistic because you're totally busy, right? Well, you know what? I've actually filmed 20 episodes today. This is my last one. I started at 9 a.m. this morning, and looking at the clock, we are at about 4:45. So in a 9 to 5 filming day, it's very realistic to film 20 episodes in a single day. Now, if you do that many in a single day, then you only have to do this once every 4 weeks. Now, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to follow all 5 ingredients? And why do you want to launch so many videos? It's called YouTube domination. Let me show you a spreadsheet for Noelle Randall. Okay, take a look at this. I did this research for Noelle. I did keyword research all around real estate investor find. So if we think of my tree analogy, the trunk of the tree would be the word real. First branch is estate, then second branch is investor, third branch is find. We'll actually call this a level 4 branch of real estate investor find. But another branch, real estate investor become. So 2 different branches. And when I showed these to Noelle, she looked at that first branch and she said, you know what, that's actually not my target audience. I don't need to rank for those questions. But she looked at the second branch and she said, those questions are my target audience. I totally want to dominate YouTube anytime somebody asks one of those questions. So we then took a look to see what's your current ranking. So on February 10th, we typed in each one of these questions on YouTube, and we found, is she ranking at the top? So a yes means she's at the top. And on the top, there's 3 listings. So if you're anywhere in the top 3, I call that a yes. If we have to scroll down and you're in the top 20, I call that starting. And if we scroll down and still don't find you, then that's a no. So what's interesting is this branch that Noelle did not want to dominate, she actually already has a good amount of traction. But this branch that she says is definitely her target audience, she has a lot of opportunity. There's only 2 yeses and mostly all no's. So we got to work. And in February, we filmed 5 more episodes on this branch. And in March, we filmed 3 more. And in April, we filmed a few more after that. So then we started tracking the results. And on April 18th, you'll see that we had 2 yeses that became 8 yeses. By May 16th, even more yeses. And by July 3rd, majority yeses. So now Noelle dominates this real estate investor become branch. So I want to help you dominate YouTube as well. I want you to show up for your branches on YouTube anytime somebody types in those questions. And I've created a mini course to help you learn and master this strategy. Go to youtubeleadgen.net. You'll find all the information about the course, including the cost. It's only $17. Again, that link, and I'll put it down in the description, is youtubeleadgen.net. I go in more depth on all the steps of this strategy so that you can really implement this in your business. You can dominate YouTube as well. So you can start turning a lot of those no's into some yeses, into more yeses, into dominating YouTube for that entire branch. I'll see you there.